his matriculation exams in 1907. In those days, it was almost impossible for an untouchable boy to get education and finish his schooling. Bhim was married when he was 17 years old. His wife's name was Ramabai. He joined Elphinstone College, but later his father couldn't support his studies. Then Maharaja Shahaji Rao of Baroda granted him a scholarship and he completed his BA in 1912. But as his father died in 1913, the responsibility of the entire family fell on him. Later, Maharaja Shahaji Rao helped him to go to America for further studies. With his thesis on national dividend for India, he got a doctorate in philosophy. While abroad, he realized that outside India there was no caste differences or untouchability. There he studied many varied subjects like political science, social science, anthropology, economics and ethics. Thus he gathered a treasure of knowledge. In August 1917, Bhim Rao returned to India. As per earlier agreement, he had to serve the Maharaja of Baroda on his return from America. He worked as the military secretary to the Maharaja. Even after obtaining such high education from America, the treatment he got in the Maharaja's office was not different from his earlier experiences. The staff working under him treated him as an untouchable instead of giving him respect as their officer. They refused to give papers and files in his hands or give him water. Bhim Rao couldn't find a place to live in. All this insulting treatment made him totally bitter towards the Hindu religion. Other prominent people of the Hindu society too had begun to realize the unjust customs of untouchability. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Veer Savarkar were raising their voice against the ill treatment given to some of the castes. Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur helped the downtrodden caste in obtaining education and employment. Bhim Rao went to London in 1920 to study law. He also got a doctorate in science from London. After his return from London, he began practicing law, but when he had to face the same humiliations even as a barrister, he started working towards demanding justice for the untouchables. He gathered the downtrodden people, addressed their conferences to bring an awareness of their own rights among them. Bhim Rao formed Bahishkrut Hitakarni Sabha for the welfare of the untouchables. He opened schools for his people. A periodic Muk Nayak was being published to fight for the rights of the untouchables. Dr. Ambedkar wrote in it, "A society which believes that the God exists even in inanimate things also says that people who are a part of that very society should not be touched." Dr. Ambedkar was nominated to the Mumbai Legislative Council in 1929. In the council, he helped pass a resolution to open all the public places to everyone, including the untouchables. But even after the announcement of this bill, it was not brought into actual effect. Dr. Ambedkar raised his voice against these by Chaudhar Tank Satyagraha. Untouchables were not allowed near this Chaudhar Tank in Mahad, Kolaba district. On the Satyagraha day, Dr. Ambedkar touched the water and then his followers drank water from this tank. Later, this issue was taken to the court, which declared that the water bodies were for all the people. He fought for the basic rights of his people. He asked, if Hindus can touch Christians and Muslims, then why not touch people who themselves are Hindus and worshipped the same gods? He wished that the people who practiced and supported untouchability should be punished. Mahatma Gandhi called the untouchables as Harijans or God's people. He too was spreading awareness against these evil customs. He insisted that the low caste people too were a part of the Hindu society and should be treated in the same way.